Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a $100 blue inventory. So fully blue themed, $100. We've got 21 skins in here. It's going to be cracked. And honestly, looking at this collection, I've been wondering so far which theme I go for my own collection. Like which knife do I get and stuff like that. Seeing some of the skins here, it's convincing me that maybe I should pick up a blue inventory. So hit that like button if you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. We're making a push for 500 subs now, and all the support is greatly appreciated. So let's have a look through the 21 skins I recommend you pick up for a blue inventory. Alright guys, I couldn't get any of the screenshot rooms to work, so we're going to do it from the main menu here. But the first up we have the Emperor in Field Tested, just under $20. And this skin alone is tempting me towards the blue, because that blue with that gold just looks unbelievably good. In field test, it doesn't work too bad either, so it's a really nice pickup. And it's a cheap one too. And then for the USP, we're going to go for the Night Ops Minimal Wear. We're going to spend just over $1, and this is lower than what we spent on the $50 video. But I'm thinking, you know what, we're going to go cheap and cheerful for a bluish, greyish purple, so it fits in, kind of. We're going to go cheap USB to kick things off, and then as we go further up the budget, so next time for, say, like the 250 video, then we're going to get a really nice blue USB. And then for the M4A1S, we're going to go for a Nightmare in this case. Last time we had a Battle Scarred. We're going to upgrade to a Field Tested, which isn't too much more expensive. It's $12.15. But for me, in regards to like a budget blue M4, I'm saying budget loosely here because it is $12. This is without a doubt the best option for me. Long term, you're probably going to look at like a Hyper Beast or something like that. But this Nightmare just looks so clean. Having this and the Emperor as your two M4 options is unbelievable. For the AK, none other than the Minimal Wear Ice Cold, just under $30. I have a field tested stat track version, which I do love, and you can save a little bit of money by getting a low field tested flow because it still looks super clean. But we're spending Minimal Wear in this case just for that brightness and the pop it has. My favourite blue AK for this sort of price range. And then for the Glock, we're going to go for a blue Fisher. I think that's how it's pronounced. Now, not the brightest of blues, but the top is blue, and you sort of got that grey base with the black lines throughout it. Similar to the USP, we're not spending big here on the $100 video, but like this and the USP will aim to upgrade next time around because we want to focus on the other primary skins in this case. For the AWP, we're going to go for the Corticera. I hope I pronounced that right, but it's on the screen anyway if you need to see it. This is an op that I wasn't sure about picking because I feel like there was some options. If I lowered budget elsewhere, I could have gone for a big op in this case. But I think, you know what, if you're spending $100 just to build an inventory now, and you know that long term you're probably going to want to get a better op, I think getting a nice filler op that has a nice design, it's going to hold value anyway because there's not many cheap blue ops. This is a nice shout. And it's probably going to be one of the first items that you realistically upgrade. And then people can hate me if you want, but I've changed from the Sputnik Deagle to the blue Fly. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but you might hate me for it. You might think, why the hell have I picked this Desert Eagle for it? You'll see in the upcoming videos why. This one is super cheap, but it fits the theme nicely, and honestly, it might fit a bit better than the Sputnik did. I think that's just down to personal preference. Honestly, the Sputnik's like $1, so like even if you want to get it, you could just get it. It's not really going to affect the $100 budget overall. For the Scout, we're going to go for a handbrake, and you know what? I wasn't even aware this is in the game. I've always just looked at like mainframes and stuff like that. This is super clean. I know it looks to be, I can't tell what badge it is on it, but it is like a map crest on it. It seems to be a map crest anyway. And then it's got that like blue base with the bits of white through it. It is super slick in my opinion, especially the fact it's under $2. And then the P250 we pair it with is going to be an X-ray in Minimal Wear. This was my go-to P250 until we upgrade it to the Visions, and I still think it's an amazing option. Over on the FAMA side of things, we're going to go for the Night Boar, not 100% sure, but this one isn't too much of the popping on the blue, but I didn't want to go for a Sino Splitter again because I think they look awful. This is like Nordic themes through it, at least that's what it says in the details. It is blue, but it's a very, teal is the best word I can come for. It's not a bright blue anyway, but it is blue, it does fit anyway. And then the 5.7 is going to be the foil play. I've got this one in field tested, so it's not quite as bright, but it still does the job nicely. Obviously, if you go, it's a brighter skin, so if you want factor new on it, it's going to have more brightness, but there you go, you can get a little bit more on it. As someone is shooting me, thank you very much. But obviously, it's foul play, it's got like the chicken feathers on it, cool play on words, and honestly, the blue on it is something I'd like to see a little bit more across different skins that are blue. For the girl, there's literally no other options than getting a rocket pop because of how lovely it looks, because for me, this is a long-term glow you're going to pick up. Because it just looks, it's just incredible. I love how the colours pop. Obviously, you got the white and red through it as well, but it looks stunning. It's just over $2, and this is Minimal Wear. And then we're going to spend just over $2 for the Tech 9 as well, and pick up a Minimal Wear Avalanche, which I think is in general one of the favorite budget-friendly Tech 9s out there. It's always popping up in recommendations, so I think this is a really nice two really nice skins that you can pick up to this collection. Now, compared to the $50 video, I have changed the Mac 10, and it's for a similar price. So we're going to go for Oceanic this time in minimal wear. For me, I think we went with the Lapis Gear last time. In hindsight, I prefer this across the board. It's like a bluish grey on the backdrop with then bright blue on it throughout. I think it is kind of cool. It fits very nicely. The dual Berettas are going to be the Urban Shock. These were in the video last time as well, but unless you're going for some super expensive dual Berettas, this is going to be the best bet. We are going cheap and cheerful with the SG, but you know what? It stuns me that this is this cheap. This Aloha minimal wear is 17 cents. Keep in mind, there's an SMG with a similar pattern on this, which costs an absolute bomb. Obviously, it can come down to drop weight and stuff like that, and maybe like how often it's used, but this blue and purple tone on this Aloha for a quarter, under a quarter of a dollar, is just wild to me. Big fan of it though, big fan. Don't spike in price. I love skins like this at this price that have this detail that look this nice. The AUG, we're going to spend about $2.50 to pick up on momentum. Now, for me, I feel like there's just an absolute lack of blue AUGs, like in regards to like what looks nice. There was the aristocrat that we had last time. Momentum is nicer than that, I think, but it's still not a perfect skin. I would like to see, at least in like one of the first collections we get in CS2, I would like to see another bluish AUG. You can have a mix of a different color, but I think that's something we need. The MP7 Cirrus is going to make a return because it's $50. It is super bright and super blue. What more can you ask for, really, when you're talking in like this $100 budget range? Right, for Mag 7s, you have two utterly fantastic options that are blue. You do have the Justice, which would pair actually quite nice with the Emperor because it's got that blue and gold. But I'm going to go with the Monster Call, minimal wear, just over $1. My Mag 7 I actually have, I think it's just such a nice Mag 7. I love the color pop that exists on it. Obviously, Justice is there if you prefer that blue with the goldy yellow theme and you want to pair it with the Emperor. It's a similar price, but Monster Call Edge is out for me. Much like the Aloha, there's an XM that I think is really nice. It's a Slipstream, it's minimal wear. Again, it's like under 20 cents, which is crazy to me. Obviously, there's no massive big detail on this skin, so there's no real reason for it to be super expensive. But the colors pop nicely on it, which is the first thing. Like, normally cheap skins are just like really bland. The colors pop on this nicely. The blue wrapping around with the greys and blacks is sweet for 19 cents. I think this is an absolute winner, especially because XM Meta exists. And then we're going to end it off with what I'm going to call is an honorary blue skin. We discussed this in the $50 video for the AWP and the MP9. The capillary kind of counts as blue because it's got teal on it. But I'll tell you what, MP9s that are blue are bloody expensive, man. Like, we're talking 4-figure inventories before we can include those, which is absolutely crazy. So much like the AUG, you kind of like to see a nice MP9 come out that is actually affordable, because it's not really there for people at the minute. But that's 21 skins. Total price is $100.74. So we do set a 10% buffer, so technically I can spend anywhere between $90 and $110 for these videos, but I wanted to get as close to 100 as possible, and I have. So those other suggestions that I've been mentioned in there that might cost a little bit more, if you were wanting those instead for the personal preference, you can definitely afford those and pick them up. But that's going to be me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the double upload. We did upload some details about the new Anubis collection earlier, so I'll be linked down below if you want to check it out. Outside of that, let me know in the comments down below which one was your favourite from all this entire collection that we just put in for $100. And then hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.